They all got super activated and tried to eat fucking Hello, mic check. Anyway, Venice was first, not Cannon Boat. I have a feeling that everything's gonna break today. Alright, yeah, so AJ got the $150 controller, but it's actually a $180 controller now. Hell yeah, brother! Fucking Frey picked this thing up for me because he's a goddamn champion. Feels really fucking nice in your hands, by the way. Hey, wait, that's not correctly aligned. There we go, perfect. 17 months from Ragnar, who says, hope the controller's nicer than your audio. Yeah, me too, thanks. Fucking hell, everything's broken today. So, I've gotten some stuff that I want to do today for Friend Mod Tournament Edition. I don't know how long I'm going to spend working on this and how long I'm going to spend, like, testing out the new pad. But I want to probably get some stuff done today. I fixed my big fucking issue with color restoration, more or less. I'm pretty happy with the way this is currently working. So you can see I've got all three players here set to ultraviolet. Now we're in a fucking test teams game. I'll run around the fucking track with player 2 for a quick fatal here. Oh yeah, I re-implemented part of the results screen. As you can see, they're all reset back to ultraviolet on the scoreboard. And even if I abort, if I like use the map command to change context or whatever, I think it might be on 100% team's chance right now. Let me see. Underscore team chance 25. So even if I'm like repeatedly changing the map, trying to screw things up, everyone still gets reset to ultraviolet during a free-for-all game. So that was accomplished. Fucking fantastic. We did it. I think next on my list of priorities personally, nice, is probably some kind of mechanism for set tracking, which means it is time for me to start actually building fucking tournament mode, which might get kinda crazy. I'm actually wondering if this is the part where I instead of doing any feature stuff right now, maybe I should fucking figure out if I can make stuff only run in or outside of the replay context. I think player command hooks will only run outside of replays. They will only run when you're really controlling a player. So that might be a way of doing it. I was asked the controller, how is it? It's real nice so far. Grips feel a lot cleaner. Stick tension on the highest is basically exactly as stiff as like a 360 controller new out of box, which is what I personally prefer. That combined with long stick gives you a little bit better control IMO. Snapback still seems to be present. Frey and I are doing tests in that. The high stick tension definitely makes it better, but there still seems to be a bit. Sits really nicely in the hands. The paddles are a lot shorter, which makes them, like, it makes it less scary to fucking put the controller down, for starters. Alright, so one thing I want to see, let me bring up the Lua documentation here. Let me bring up the SRB2B Lua documentation and find... It's a hook, right? Player command is a hook, I think. Is it not? Is player command not vanilla SRB2 stuff? This is scary. I don't know about this. Not in combi. Where do I fucking find, God, how far up do I have to scroll to get James's console player hack? Oh man, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to find this. Still scrolling. Actually, let me see if I just fucking remember the syntax. Maybe this will just, like, work. Let's see. Local in replay equals true. Then add hook player command function in replay equals false. And just for really quick verification. Zar says, AJ, give me a 9 to play. Charpola. It says, Terry came out today and he actually just shits damage. Yeah, I see that there's some pretty scary stuff you can get off deep aerials. Seems to be like Ryu and Ken in that regard, except fucking power dive is amazing. Alright, so if I load the mod up right now... Alright, that's a lot of we're not in a replay, I guess. And now, I exit level, save the replay as... Oh, shit. Ah! How do I fucking work the controls? Alright, let's see. So we got a replay hut here. Launch replay. Okay, so player command isn't running in that situation. So we have what seems to be a reliable way of detecting whether we are in a replay. This is useful information, I think. So, what I'm thinking, the reason I built this just like on a whim, is that I don't necessarily want to deal with set tracking, syncing, and replays. I think I would like games to play back as if they're isolated games in replays, so I don't have to worry about tracking the state of set count back into a CVAR so that it's like set up correctly when a replay is running. That is my initial take, at least. I think my understanding is that with a player command hook there, I can also use that to check whether anybody on the local machine is an administrator, like a netgame administrator, so I can enable God Spy stuff via that means. So let's see. Tournament mode. Alright, so what the fuck needs to happen in tournament mode? Well, for starters, this needs to be a fucking netvar, idiot. I should probably also, see if he called this? So how the fuck do I specify, funk anyway? Let's see. Because I do this in, yeah, I do this over here to admonish people for turning off team attack in Fernmund Legacy. Dude, Kurnos, why are Buffael's emotes so fucking good? Kurzov says, local fucking hack, lol. Yeah, it's like that. Alright, so I think whenever tournament mode is toggled, or at least whenever it's toggled off, so this is correct then, if server, then, server dot var reset. Should probably do this so I can fucking, yeah, I should probably do this table. At least, that's my guess, actually. I don't know about doing this as a CV call. That might be trying to be too helpful. Because I'm not sure. The issue that I arrive at when trying to design tournament features is that I literally cannot think of a single example of a fighting game or whatever that has like an inbuilt set tracker that is actually used in events, because all of those assume nice convenient things like people never picking the wrong stage, or teams never being incorrectly assigned, or somebody never fucking pulling their controller out in the middle of the game. And so TOs never want to use those features because real set count desyncing from displayed set count is fucked up. So I am wondering if set count should, like, do I just fucking bypass this? Do I not even bother to write stuff for set count display at all? Do I not even write stuff for like auto pause before exit so hosts can fucking set things up, stuff like that? Because those are the two obvious features for a tournament mode. Is well, three, I guess. One is set tracking. Two is preventing players who don't match a team code from being assigned to a team at all. In fact, it should probably abort the game if anybody is attempting to join without a team code set. And third is fucking stopping at the end of a match and waiting for a signal from an authenticated admin who is presumably the tournament host to do their thing. Do I have fucking... I know where I can get a copy of the fucking console player hack. I can grab it from Dynamic Music. There we go, console player. This is fucked up, by the way. Alright, you may use the script as you please, provided that you preserve the above copyright notice and this text. Cool license, James. Zoras, is the tab to the left of that one real? Oh yeah, this isn't a bait tab. This is a version of Horde Mod that I distributed during a test release cycle. This is a real thing. It's pretty good. God, so much of Hornmod's fucking code, like, even if I fucking collapse the gigantic horn tables, so much of this is just, fucking console interface shit. Shoutouts to, 6 different aliases for every command, so that if people are, like, blindly flailing, they might stumble across the right command just by taking educated guesses. Dar says, but that tab name? Yeah, what about it? Alright, so I'm gonna do entry. Wait, is it archive new entry? Okay, fuck you. Fuck you, Slade. Alright. Do this text. Sweet to Lua script. Cold down here. My hands are freezing up. I definitely just put that into the wrong fucking file. Hey, thanks, Slade. Alright, so now we ostensibly have access to console player. And so one feature of tournament mode that could exist is if fucking, actually, secondary display player, third display player, fourth display player. Oh, fucking. Oh. No, 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 no. Let's attach this to tournament mode instead, since the only real reason to have this active is in a tournament setting. Let's go down to our fucking code managing FR overhead. So we're doing a team check and a CVAR check here to make sure that you can't see the to make sure that you can't see overhead items from other players. But we're gonna fucking wrap this whole thing, or I'm going to be fucking shocked if it allows this white space. Or if console player, actually, how do we check admin? Because there's some way by which Lua can access. Okay, we want is player admin. That's the function we want, which isn't even prefixed. Is player admin console player and fr underscore tournament mode dot value. One fucking year from Demon. Says 1 year, glad to support you by giving you small amounts of money. It's been a fantastic year, dude. Thanks for sticking around. So theoretically, if James' little fucking snippet works, this should allow me to enable tournament mode, and that is the wrong exe. Should allow me to enable tournament mode, and it will enable the overhead display for everybody. Okay, so actually it is on for everybody. Display player in that situation is, wait, no it's not, no it's not. Is it? It was showing from 2 teams there. default value off. Alright, real quick. Let's see what kind of output that gives us. Wait. What the fuck is going on here? The function is what I think it is, right? Is player admin, player T player. The host themselves will not necessarily return true to this function since their administrative powers are there by default. What? What is the fucking point, then? Thank you, Kurzov. Please enjoy the worst and or best emote on the planet. What the fuck? So I have to... Wait. Okay, so before I go any fucking further with this line of inquiry... Let's see. So if I like... Okay, so now script thinks we are admin, even though nothing about our permissions have changed. Come on, man. Fuck. Okay. I mean, that's dumb. That's fucking stupid, but it's fine, I guess. Actually, as long as I'm here. Oh, item spy is everyone in my fucking dev config. That explains a lot, actually. Okay, so now... So this is the script thinking we are not an admin. Here, display player is P3, who is on pink. It's on Team Tetris. So P2's item overhead isn't displayed. But promote P1. Alright, so we made it to script thinks we are admin. And now FR underscore tournament mode on. Hey! Alright. So when tournament mode is on, authenticated admins can see overhead item boxes from everyone, which is obviously a pretty useful feature for spectators. So that's neat. Obviously, Aldog and Ampersand already have like the Stream HUD stuff, which is pretty cozy, but I feel like this is kind of a more natural way of displaying to spectators, like stream spectators, what's going on. Kurzov asked, isn't that the music from Chart Party or whatever? Yep. Keith Mansfield is a fucking hero, apparently. Kurnos says, AJ, it's very possible that I pass out during the stream. Please don't make me wake up to it is now safe to turn off your computer. No promises, alright? I'm just... I'm doing what I'm doing. You feel me? Okay, actually, while we're here, let's test. Let's connect to this instance as another player. And so we're watching from P1's perspective here, and P1 can't see the overhead box on P2 from this view because player 4, the local player in this window, isn't authenticated. So if I do promote player 4... Actually, what is your fucking name? You are player 4. I did list players and it fucking froze the game for a second. Oh my god. Oh yeah, because I'm in fucking bird mod. Ping. Alright, so let's do promote 03. There we go. So the game now thinks we are admin, and we can see the little fucking arrow above P2 that would be their overhead item box. If I move P1's perspective a little bit, yeah, we can see it there. If I turn off tournament mode from here, then authenticated admins can't see anything extra anymore because there is no reason to display that information unless a tournament is being run. So this prevents me from doing something like going on to Sliptide, logging in, and then cheating. I'll probably add something to the HUD that displays whether the game is in tournament mode for that purpose. Like, if... Maybe I'll actually specifically just warn, like, if a player with admin privileges is playing in the game and tournament mode is on, big red HUD warning in pre-race. Like, hey, somebody's trying to fuck ya. I don't know what the fuck that is, by the way. That's not my script. So this is a very, very responsible log, by the way. So... let me dip for a second. I'll be right back. people to have access to all overhead displays when they're looking through the eyes of an opponent or something like that. But like, it's already fucked up that you can do this, because not only can you look at the box of the person that you are viewpointing from, but like by default, you'll also be able to see the boxes of any other allies within range, even before I do any of this. And that might be an issue in and of itself. I mean, the nuclear option would be to, like, somehow intercept viewpoint stuff. Like, draw a fucking black box over the entire HUD when display player doesn't match console player. And then, like, maybe force HUD on every couple of ticks or something. Is that even remotely, like, necessary or appropriate? Probably not. Is it trivial to bypass? Almost certainly. So, am I going about this in the wrong way? Should it just be anybody who's spectating has access to this information? I'm supposed to be programming, not asking design questions. By the way, I still have the skeleton source here. Just hanging out, having a normal one. Hey, Lightspeed Angel. Okay. Ooh. The other thing is, if I do a generic check for are you spectating, do I have to take split screen into account? Like, mostly I just don't want to support split screen at all. I don't know anybody who's going to use this fucking mod in split screen, because 2x2 teams isn't fucking fun anyway. Unless you're, like, hosting a fucking friend mod LAN party with 3 connected setups that are all in 4P split screen or something. Which, like, would be sick, but nobody is going to fucking do that. But I test in split screen right now, which is what makes this the biggest pain in the ass, because, like, testing in split screen is actually kind of nice. Says nobody is going to do that as a recipe for disaster. I mean, like, I don't give a shit about split screen. I am building this for net games. If you are trying to play this shit locally, you do not have my pity. I already have this. Split screen is currently unsupported. Some things may look or behave strangely. Please do not report issues encountered while in split screen. I think this makes perfect sense to have. Split screen support is a gigantic pain in the ass because you have to account for fucking so many different combinations of HUD. Plus the fact that it makes fucking player detection, like figuring out who the script even runs as, orders of magnitude more complicated. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's more effort than I want to put in for a feature that I simply don't care about. Demon asks, why is it called Fucked Out Lua? You can figure that out. I trust you. But, like, at the same time here, I can absolutely, like, this is relatively trivial for me to do. I think. What is the fucking virtual? That's 1610, right? Yeah. Yeah. Duh. So if we just fucking... These are like 10 high, right? Alright, so team names can probably go like... do like 130 and like 190. Just eyeball it for now. Wait, you're stupid. Oh, shit. Wrong batch file. All right, and so we immediately, these are like, I think these are actually correctly aligned. And so like for recording from replays and shit, that's a pretty simple thing to do. Let me just actually... We're gonna reword this message slightly. Perfect. So that should be plenty. This is already a little bit more acceptable for like replay recording specifically. Maybe bring the team names in a little bit. And do like 140, 180. I'm not super concerned right now about any of this looking incredibly impressive. I would just like it to be mostly functional and get the fuck out of the way. Maybe in like 3P specifically I can shift something down to the area that the fucking minimap is in. But oh my god, I don't care about people who would be like recording 3P. What the fuck? Why would you even? I also need more fucking color palettes. I realized this. And no, this is totally not an excuse to stop doing productive programming and instead look at Chengi's Eve sprite in 100,000 different colors. This probably shouldn't show up until like... I'm only doing this because it's a super easy fix. Or exit ready, or split screen and server.fr finish timer. So only display post race in split screen if the game is prepared to abort. Not if like a local player has finished. So here we'll finish with P1 here. Shit.
Wait, don't work.
Oh, I know why. Duh! Ragnall says, I love that the signpost slides down the slope. That is my favorite thing about this test course. My other pad disconnected. Shit. Alright, so post-race results aren't showing yet. And now they are. Okay, so... what's next? So Snoo apparently got Jaws rigging in another script. So I'll have to look into that later. I'm unsure about set tracking. Like, Zara and Ragdoll, you guys have fucking tournament experience of some flavor. So you know what I mean when I say that, like, any game with built-in tournament features, like built-in set tracking, nobody ever uses that shit. Because the moment something weird happens that requires you to, like, do anything with the game other than play it, the fucking set tracking goes out of sync. It goes whack. So nobody even bothers with that shit. We know this to be true. Probably a capital R, you fucking idiot. And says, I went to a convention this past weekend, picked up a fight stick for 17 bucks. That sounds cursed as shit. What kind of fight stick? Ragnall says, I'm pretty sure our 12-man Smash bracket in the hotel room was worse ran than the Suguri tournament that let Frey and Chris play a 20-minute round. There's no schedule. Don't worry about it. The Hori VX actually ain't bad, if I remember correctly. Hori stock parts are pretty serviceable. Like, they do have some low-end stuff that's pretty fucking awful, but I think most of even their low-end stuff is pretty good. Because, like, if I'm adding tournament features to this, there's no, like, bracket management that's gonna happen, but I like the idea of, like, displaying set count for the benefit of participants and, like, saving people a little bit of work on stream visuals, maybe. But considering how often these things aren't used, it might legit just be more trouble than it's worth. Oh man, the other thing is that... okay. This needs to be fucking... collapsed. Demon says, I just need an octagonal restrictor plate, then I'm good to go. I can't quarter circle well on this thing. Yeah, it's... input finesse on a square gate is largely about learning to not ride the gate. Like, you really just gotta get more comfortable with it. And square gates do absolutely have advantages if you play any kind of character that needs to hit diagonals consistently. For instance, every character in every fighting game ever made, because down back is the most common action. With that said, I switched to an octo gate during my time on stick, rode the gate like a fucking madman, and had an alright time. So... I don't want to tell you not to do what you're going to do, because it's what I did and I was pretty okay with it, but it's not the only path forward, you know? Of course, in the end, I just ended up going hitbox, because fuck a physical lever. Fuck that. Get out of here. Fuck off. Erna says, how can people Korean backdash on Octogate? Well, the answer is that you don't, because you play pad in Tekken, because pad is broken. Why would you not play pad? Hell yeah. Wow, I've accomplished so little in like an hour. Awesome. Okay, so let's pick something from the list to fucking handle. I don't want to deal with runbacks right now because that requires me to rethink how I'm storing previous position information, I think. Because CVARs are saved at the start of a replay. If you change CVARs in the middle of a replay, they won't save. So I can't be like... I can't be cheeky and say, oh, if we're doing a run back, then let's just not read from the CVARs for this one race. And then, like, patch things up during the race. That's not how it's gonna fucking work. Shanti says, the answer is you don't, because learning Tekken movement justifies having a wellness check called on you. Nice. Oh my god, what did Ragnall just link? I don't even want to fucking click on this. Okay. See, because I still got this fucking item spy shit on my mind. Because with console player, this should be a way of detecting if there is a spectator, right? And since split screen should just be handled separately, split screen should always display everyone's boxes, I think. Then... like right now, split screen is only hooked up the way it's hooked up so I can test the single viewport functionality. Once I'm done with this, I'll remove everything so that split screen just always fucking makes every box visible. Or maybe makes none of them visible. That's probably the better idea, since by necessity, if you make everything visible, then it means that each player is going to be dealing with a fucking item box on top of their heads in addition to on their UI, in a situation where they're already kind of cramped for screen space. So should it really just be if console player not equal to display player and not split screen? Is that what we're doing? All right, let's see. Let's try that for a second. Console player not equal to display player. Or I think I have a local player. And not split screen. So admin shouldn't even come to this at all. So split screen behavior is still the same. Last player who's being drawn in the order is considered local player and has, like, all the boxes are being drawn relative to that, so orange isn't having anything drawn. But then if I connect here using another client, there's a one frame flash, which is a bit clumsy. But if I, like, spy P2 here and then take control of P1 and just drive in front, yeah, the spectator client can see it. So there is a one-frame flash when switching perspectives. Which is strange. I'm wondering if it's because player command is running 1 frame late or something. Because that's a little visually distracting, like if I'm rapidly switching perspectives. Brrrah. So maybe this does justify doing it the other way. So if I switch back to that... So like here's our spectator watching P2. P1 will drive in front, no visible box. But then if we promote 03, it should be. Script thinks we're admin. And if we drive P1 in front of P2 again, nothing yet. And then F1_tournament mode on. Reverse P1 a little bit so we can see. Yep. There it is. Bonk. And if we switch perspectives here... Wait, yeah, the 1 frame flash still happens. This is super appropriate Nanase theme right now. Also, it does seem like the fucking item icons are flipping again. I don't know, let me fucking switch to a flat map so I can get like a clean perspective here. So if I watch from P2's perspective here and control P1. Alright. But if I watch as P1 driving around P2... Let me actually move this window off for a second so I can fucking... Nah, that looks fine. That looks fine. If I swap to P2 and drive as P2 around P1, no angle issues to speak of. It is legit only in split screen that this is happening. Local is fine. If I turn tournament mode off, immediately this information disappears. But we still have the 1 frame flash. So if both methods suffer from the 1 frame flash... I thought it would only update the fucking viewport. Is it just that it's 1 frame late? Is that what's going on? Do I need to adjust the properties of the boxes in another hook? Her boy. Yo, do I do it in player command? It won't work in replays then. I'd have to have some horrible workaround for that. But I think player command runs fast enough in the order. Okay, hold on. I have to step into a situation.
Like, just flat front.
I'm in here in the middle of a stream. Chaos is not supposed to be attractive?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Blame this guy over here. He forced me to, well, you know, you see that.
Why are you exposing me?
I'm not exposing you.
Not
You
you.
exposed yourself.
Idiot. AJ is streaming.
No. I am aware of that. But this is a byproduct of me saying word. You're saying word. What am I saying?
Yeah. Hold up. Did you just confess to being a word sayer?
Look.
That is on record.
Hang on. I'm from New England. It goes without saying. I am also part of the Elster Collective. That automatically makes me A+.
My friend, you just outed yourself.
Zara, you are
as a
so
word sayer.
fucking straight, you've gay. I'm done with this conversation.
Thank
It was important that I step into that situation before it got out of hand. Okay. Why am I so fucking tired? What is this? Fuck! Okay. So what hooks do we have access to that will fucking run in a similar fashion as a think frame, but fast enough that it won't cause that one frame fall? I swear to God. I am actually going to fucking bust my ass trying to get rid of a one frame flicker. One frame! I'm gonna fucking die. Alright, so we have line death execute, map change, map load, think frame. Bot AI, bot tick. Hurt message. Huh. Realizing that I could probably do something more elegant with hurt message for certain events that happen in both form mod and friend mod. Perna says one frame is a lot of frame. It's worse than that. One frame is almost 2 frames. This is a fucking 35 FPS game. Game ticks run 35 times a second. So if I connect with the spectator client and I go promote 03 FR underscore tournament mode on, and I fucking swap between like one frame could be like a weird graphical artifact. It's something that might go away, like might not be super obvious as the camera swaps. But one frame at 35 FPS, like 1 frame Fahrenheit, that's hella disruptive. I think it's because fucking, I wonder if the answer is if display player is different from the display player last frame. Just don't draw any overhead boxes at all. And let the boxes have 1 frame pop in above the targets that they're supposed to, instead of 1 frame pop out over a target that they shouldn't be. Ragnar says, is there any reason why I can't quit the stream, by the way, or is that on my end? I think it's on your end. I haven't changed anything over here. It's possible that Twitch is just on fire, so I wouldn't pay it too much mind, but I didn't change anything on purpose. Of course, the other way this could go down is we solve the problem by just having spectators not even care who display player is. Like, we just restructure the check entirely. So, like, if tournament mode is on and you're a spectator, draw the overhead boxes above everyone, even the player you're currently spectating. And that might not be terrible, Like, if you're spectating specifically, I think that's way less bad than if you're trying to play. Because the information that it might be obscuring in that situation is, like, it's not important that you have it as a spectator, only as a player. It's not perfect, but it's less bad. I don't know, fuck. Are you guys listening to this shit? Am I insane? I want to die. Frey literally PMing me Ryo Agawa art in the middle of the fucking stream. I swear to God. I'm gonna go refill my water. Fuck this. Okay, so I've refilled the water jug. And while I was upstairs refilling the water jug, I had a revelation. Unfortunately, it's a sad revelation. I think because the console player hack is running in a player command hook, the reason I am getting the one frame flicker is because fucking... because the actual, like, console player shit... Wait, no, console player isn't changing, so that doesn't matter, so that doesn't make sense. So it's probably... yeah, it's probably the fact that HUD hooks simply run too late to update display player in time. Like, they run in the wrong order. So I don't know whether there's necessarily a way to resolve this in, like, the perfect fashion. Although says checking in to see what awful hack you're writing now, but there's absolute fucking silence, no BRB screen, so I assume you're dead. Rest in peace, my man. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm like outrageously dead. It's really bad. So, to bring everyone up to speed, I have created a system where if I connect with a spectator client to a running game... Shut up! If I connect with a spectator client to a running game... Man, Visual Studio Code really does not like it when I open log.txt with 2 fucking instances of card at once. So if I start a Teams game, and I spec from the perspective of P1 here, P1 shouldn't be able to see what P2's items are in the overhead box. But if I do fr_tournament mode on, nothing happens right away. But then, after elevating the spectator client, after promoting it to admin, we are now totally fucking drawing the overhead box of players from the other team, which is a super useful spectator feature. The problem with this is that when we switch targets, there is a 1-frame flicker, because I don't want to draw a box above somebody whose fucking box you can already see. That's just wasting space and creating clutter. But at this point, it's becoming a question of which is worse, the 1-frame flicker or just drawing the box above their head constantly. So I think this is like I was saying before, Stream HUD is pretty cool, and I think it works really well for what it is. But having some way of immediately relating visible items to like players who are on the screen, like not having to cross-reference what they're holding from the list, and instead just intuitively understanding the interaction just based on looking at the viewport, that's cool. I might even try to like do this in fucking FFA games so that hosts can just like crank team chance to 0 and just use this purely as a spectator feature. I also kind of wish you could fucking change perspective from Lua in any way that made any sense at all. Spectating a fucking 12-player game is way different than spectating, like, I don't know, my primary commentary experience comes from 1v1 games almost exclusively, where, like, even if a camera switch is relevant, you can stick with one player for a while. Like, you swap players when you want to look at, like, somebody who's struggling. You basically just follow the winner and then watch the loser when you want a fucking POV perspective of this is how hard it is for them right now. Looks as I have bind set to move up and down the pack by ranking. That's pretty cool. Is that a Stream HUD feature as well, or... like, is that native? Player 1 fucking dies, by the way. Huh. I actually had no fucking idea that was native. Thank James. Nice. See, because now immediately I want to do a thing where you're following a player, but it switches to any player that passes them or any player that hits them with an item automatically. Because some games, the more nuanced spectator camera is common in arena shooters, where you can set it to, by default, like follow leader, follow killer, etc., etc., and then take manual control when it's required. And I think automating a good amount of the camera transitioning from the perspective of a broadcaster makes things a little bit easier. Now, I'll start supporting split screen in this fucking mod when we get proper multi-POV spectator mode. If we can split screen in spectator, I will fucking support spectator. I will support split screen like the next day. But for now, this is what we're getting. You get a centered Teams UI, and then if you switch maps, you get the game complaining at you for using split screen. I wonder if this is the part where I start testing horrible music hack nonsense. So now that I have a correct, like, global exit preparation timer, I think it might be easier to make some of that shit not terrible. So let's actually grab all of the sound assets from Fremont Legacy. New directory. Fucking... What is it called? What the fuck? Slade? Okay. Okay, the folder is called Sounds. Incredible. New directory sounds. Fucking paste. Save. Now we control F free slot in the old script. And we just fucking throw all of these in, actually. Actually, this reminds me, I wanted to upgrade the, I'm not going to do boss mode stuff right now, but I want to have a specific sound cue, not just for you're in boss mode, but you are the boss. Because right now they use the same music, so I want to... Let me grab something here. Scraps. Use my fucking YouTube DL script. Perfect. Vlog says, spectating in most net games for me is typically watching the top 3 and occasionally tagging to the very back to see what the crab bucket is doing before going back to the top 3. Yeah, I like the idea of building a more nuanced auto camera that follows events like item hits and overtakes. Of course, following overtakes is a load of shit because checkpoints are hell, and at any given moment, p.kart stuff k_position could be completely wrong because, you know, video games. So we're just gonna... Because I know the exact fucking cue that I want for you are the boss, right? It's too fucking good. No, I will not miss any fucking chance to put more goddamn cave music into my VODs. So let's just fucking, we'll auto-truncate here. Fucking clip the start of that attack, fade out. And then, of course, bass boost the whole thing. Actually, it can't go any louder, but I might, like, put on a light compressor effect, just because it's not, like, kart loud yet. Okay, maybe 10:1 isn't exactly the slightest compression effect. This was the setting that I was using for almost everything in Horn Mod. Yeah, so that fattens it up a little bit without fucking... Because we can't afford to have dynamic range in a game where 15 engine sounds are playing at the starting line. We'll do, like, a little bit longer of a fade. I could also hide it in, like, an explosion sound effect or something. Eh? Very nuanced. Let me like go get the fucking Shao Kahn laugh or something. Actually, wait. What do I actually have in my downloads folder right now? This could work. Where is...
Double KO! Variable maximum excellent! A new movie. You have saved the bat normal. Crimson Viper.
Oh shit, it's still on fucking shuffle. Go to default, you idiot.
You have saved the normal. The battle for...
Yeah, so I'm like...
Global, thank you. The bat normal. New art, a new model.
Where's the fucking Galactus mode
you've
clip?
all been waiting for is finally here. The Battle of the Ages starts now. Galactic, a new event.
And yeah, you have saved the Earth
Event
is
cleared.
absolutely something that I want to
Sound
use.
has been unlocked. Uncanny, amazing. Yes, assist, tech hit. You win.
I also like how there's unused clips in here.
Player one, snap, variable, advancing, breakaway, tech hit, breakaway.
Like, breakaway is used for throw techs, but
Tech hit,
tech hit is totally in the files.
advancing guard, snapback, variable assist, double K, X Factor KO.
That's also not
A
used.
new event, a new sound, a new title, a new art, clear, simple, normal. The battle for Earth. You have saved the Earth. Global destruction.
Yeah, that's going in boss win.
Global thank you for...
And then the alternate
Team
take.
Aerial, Team
Where the
Aerial
fuck
counter.
is it?
Crossover. Marvel versus Cap. The moment you've all...
Okay, fuck this. I'll fucking layer it over in another sound since I want to do the fucking voices separately, probably. I think, actually, start time is just under 7 seconds. So I think the start sounds will mask this fade. So I think it might actually be fine. Gonna fucking save this. It won't be used for a hot minute, but I'll fucking drop this in the card assets folder for later. That says, what about defend the Earth, though? Yeah, that'll get layered over the current queue, I think. I do like to respect actually setting things up as sounds versus music, since people will like turn those off separately or tune them separately. So I don't want to fucking include the sound effect in the music, because then it short circuits people's ability to fucking tune them. All right, where the fuck do I put anything on my goddamn computer? Projects, cart assets, new folder, fucking TE. And just O_cry scream. Render in 5 quality, none of this 0 shit. Alright. Seriously, what a fucking cool cue for a boss, though. This music still fucking bangs. Alright, so we have our fucking sounds and music allocated. Well, we don't need to allocate music, it'll just fucking load from the file button. So let's see. So what stuff do I actually need to re-implement? Start of race. Alright. So start of race is really fucking straightforward. If I'm a jackass and I totally fucking break my own rule and play this as sound effect instead of music. That's an easy fix, though. You can just go to TE and instead of fucking declaring it as a sound effect, So we already have a nice, neat little function for what we're doing at the moment we're initializing the game. We do everything at level time 1 for that. And so we can also fucking... This is small enough code that I could probably do it inline, but I'll move it into some function anyway. Fucking... Server.fr do team stuff. Then do I have count active in here already? I totally do. Alright, where did I lose my fucking function? Fucking some of the ugliest logic you've ever seen in your whole life. So we do, Actually, wait, shit. The reason we don't do that as music is because we'll fucking trample on the, Either we'll trample on the fucking map music, or the map music will trample on us, and I'm not sure which is more terrifying. So I think it's actually okay that we do things like the way we do. Look says, I wonder if it's possible to signal dynamic music that boss mode is happening. Apparently there's a rewrite in progress already that should add more hooks for mod compatibility, so there's that. Fucking snag this. This always plays because it's the fucking background sound, and then there. So we need to go back and rename this. This is DS whatever now. Do I still have the free slot? Did I not even remove the free slot for this? I totally didn't. The best. The visuals for this aren't re-implemented yet, but we can at least check the sounds. Alright, I saw an error. Let's fucking open log.txt, control F warning. Warmong! Nice! 553, attempt to compare function with number. I didn't even call the function, did I? Let's go to fucking line 553 and watch me, yeah, 533, and watch me reference count active as if it's a fucking literal instead of a function. Nice. You wrote that function, jackass. Nice. Alright, so that functionality works well enough. Barely hear it because I'm fucking blasting Mushi music, but hey. And it says, something I learned from playing on stick. I'm a P2 stick player, because for some reason I can't do forward quarter circles consistently, but I can do backwards ones perfectly almost 100% of the time. Time for you to get practicing on P1 side then. Because you know what that means, right? It doesn't mean you're a P2 stick player. It means that on P1 side, you can only do 214 moves, and on P2 side, you can only do 236 moves. It's a weakness that'll hit you either way. This will have not enough players bail if the horrible hack doesn't work out. What did I mean by this? What the fuck did I mean by this? Okay, whatever, it's harmless. Fate says, get crossed up and lose access to half of your kit. I mean, to be fair, charge characters. Get crossed up. Oh no, my scissors. Please God, motion scissors. Alright, hold on. I don't have the fucking Futari soundtrack here, but you know what I totally have? Yatta! Alright, so that's re-implemented. Fate says, people looking at the Terry stream like, what the fuck is a pretzel motion? The wave of people being mad that Terry has fucking fighting game inputs is so weird to me. Like, what the fuck did you expect? Alright, so where else do we play sounds? Okay, well, fatals are fairly straightforward, I think. We actually have a dedicated block that handles, like, specific fatal conditions this time around, because I wrote this, well, not on methamphetamine, so I can just fucking start it in that block and be 100% certain that it's only gonna go off then, I think. Fate says, people called him a literal who, but now they know how cool he is. They're mad that they can't play him. I mean, at the risk of the internet is one person fallacy. Yeah. Alright, so that works. What other stuff specifically on the sound channel do we have? We have fucking, we use KB win and KB lose, obviously. I think to avoid trampling on kart music changes, I think we want to do this at, like, finish timer 10 or something. Like, we want to wait for kart to try and change the music itself before we do it. Because there was a long-standing bug in Legacy Friend mod where the last player to finish, their music would be screwed up. So let's do, so we check if our finish timer here. Server.fr finish timer equals, let's say, 10. Look at how responsible I'm being, moving things that, like, do multiple operations into their own functions. So at this point, everybody's got their fucking scores locked in. Oh, man. I'm gonna do... Actually, let's be responsible. And actually... let's only calculate those once and then pass it in with the function. Let's be reasonable human beings. Okay. So we're passing the final scores for blue and orange team to do start sounds. Or do end music, excuse me. Then let's actually... There's a very cute way of accessing this. Where we throw it into a table and just use a fucking team ID to access the correct bit of the table, but... Actually, how do I want to do this? Because ties also exist. Ties ostensibly exist. They, like, can almost never happen. I think it's only legitimately happened in a real net game once. But there is totally a handler for it, and I even bothered to fucking put together a sound effect for it.
Double kill!
So they're totally there. For, you know, no fucking reason. I kind of want to do like a tiebreaker phase type deal at some point. Do I actually have something specified already for winning team? Oh, well. Okay, this is ugly because it's going to recalculate the score about 100 times, but since I already have that function, fuck it. This is something we're doing once after the race is finished. So it's not, like, performance sensitive. Cleaner code. Fuck it. Because we have... So we actually have, I am reasonably sure, yeah, that returns 0 on a tie. So we can play the fucking extremely confusing tie sound in this case. Get FR team equals winner, then else end. If we lose, win. Add some fucking debug print to this. Win. Playing KB lose. I think I have to fucking re-enable music in my testing ecosystem here for a second. Actually, come to think of it, I need to have this thing running in split screen 4 to test this correctly. Maybe. Leave it in split screen 3 for a second, though. Because, specifically for, Fatals, it's easiest to test with 3 players. L-Dog says, I'm about to pass out, so I'm gonna go lay in bed to give people the impression I am in control of my life when I do. Good night, all. Hang in there, man. Good night. Actually, yeah, we'll throw this in fucking do end music. If server.fr fatal, I think. Yeah, that's the flag that I'm using already. Server.fr fatal. I literally have this in the file as o_fatal. So I have to disable no music in this fucking batch. And pause my own music for a moment. Alright, and we'll quickly fatal with the odd one out here. This is why I prefer to test with 3 split screen players, because it lets me test all the functionality pretty easily, actually. Alright, so that's back. Oh, you bastard, though. It's fucking... the result screen runs a train over it. How did I stop that? Okay, so I have a really, really long timer for this. For some reason. Huh. See, because Kart really, really likes to fuck with your music. I wonder if instead of s_change music, I should be using tunes or whatever. Let me, like, try that really quickly to see what it lights on fire. Let me also turn this up if we're doing sound tests with it. Get used to hearing this. Yeah, what in the fuck is train wrecking that? Let me get the log really quickly here and see. Alright, so it's doing fatal for all 3 players, like you'd expect. I have some ridiculous magic number in this old code. I have fucking a 40 tick timer for fake post-race music. In the case of fatals specifically. I think that might have been just for timing purposes, but let me fucking humor myself for a second and actually delay the entire end music process for 40 ticks. Let's go like 45 just to be certain. Because I know FrontMod Legacy gets around this in some way, although I don't often test in split screen, so maybe that's a confounding factor, you know? Wrong player, also we're not in teams yet. Whoops.
KO.
Yeah, the moment we exit. Is it because I'm using exit level specifically? Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh. Ah! Okay. So it might totally be because I am using exit level specifically. So let me short circuit this behavior really quickly with so a few ticks before we do the exit level command. We're gonna set player.exiting for everybody to 2, which is the value that we need to get out. That's the value that the game looks for. Why 2? I'll never fucking understand it. Yes, is it nightmare time? It might be nightmare time. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you.
KO.
Okay, wait. I'm also holding exiting, which is a bad thing to fucking do in this situation. So if I look at the log and the way that went down, like the skin color restore stuff. Yeah, exiting went to 1 and then it immediately fucked off. So really quickly, just for testing purposes, we are... We are going to disable the exiting hold for a bit. This is super temporary god-awful hack territory. Just to test this behavior. It might be that this isn't even like a viable option.
KO.
Okay, so if we exit with p.exiting specifically, then the result screen won't trample on the music change. That is actually exactly what we need. But how to do it only when, I'm thinking about this. How to do it specifically only when fatals are happening in a way that doesn't make this control flow horrible monster spaghetti. Shit. Actually, maybe... If we set exiting directly to 2, then if I change this to like specifically only affect exiting when it's being naturally ticked down towards 2 and not fucking set there without going over the intermediate numbers. Maybe that's enough? If server.fr fatal, then else end. So if we're not fataling, we're just going to do things like normal. We're going to use exit level to get out because it actually does set the fucking music correctly, which is a good property for it to have. But if we're fataling, we're totally just going to set p.exiting and then immediately wrap the environment. So this should be fine. Man, this code is so much easier to manage. I know it probably looks like the opposite, but it really is way better.
KO.
Yeah, that transition is probably a bit fucking quick. Because I actually disabled the entire exiting hold mechanism. So let's bring that back to how it was behaving earlier.
KO.
What? What did I fucking do? Oh no! All right. Let's see. Oh, fucking hell! What did I do? Doing fatal music. Dumbfuck fatal music hack, you goddamn idiot. And then exiting gets set to 1 correctly. Oh, is that why? God damn it. So if I want to set exiting to 2, I actually need to set it to 3. Yay! I think that's what's happening, at least. As it fucking ticks down one more time from game behavior before I'm able to check it again in the think frame. It's good rocket start practice.
KO.
Wait. You wait just a goddamn second. Okay, come on, but what the fuck? That was working just fine before. Oh, God. Okay. So I was at working before, but not working now. Am I doing something catastrophic and wrap it up? That is exactly what I'm doing. Oh, no, no, no. Why am I doing this and wrap it up? What the fuck? Get this shit out of here. I'm doing it in do end music. That was me, like, fucking... That was premature as hell. I was trying to structure that before I even knew when I'd actually want to fucking play the end music. Cool wrong drift. Happens even offline, I guess. For P2, I'm using my old Elite controller, and I'm reminded of how fucking loose the sticks are by comparison. Oh. Yes! Winner! Alright, now let's say we don't want a fatal situation. Let's just finish the game in a standard fashion. Oh, shit. Alright, so standard fucking exiting procedure begins. Man, split screen's default handling of that music is fucking weird. That's not correct. All right. So what happened? So it thought there was a fatal every frame, which is obviously not correct. Wait. Was it? Hold on. Ah, shit. I fucking hit a binding setup and screwed up that command. So if I finish with P1 first and then P2. This shouldn't ever trigger fatal conditions because they're opposite teams. And that timing is incorrect, but it's mostly not the worst thing in the world. Like, that functionality wasn't supposed to be working yet. But, oh man, if I fatal, and there's only one player on the losing team, and they also happen to get hit by card eliminate last at the same time, I think that might be what's happening. And if that's what's happening, it's gonna be really funny to fix. All right. Excellent. So... and not server.fr fatal. So how is this even being allowed to trigger in that case? Like, is something erroring out? No? Because this block should only ever run once, ever. Because immediately fucking server.fr fatal gets set true. And it shouldn't ever enter this block in that case. So maybe it's just malformed conditional. I added an extra parentheses. Maybe that'll fucking fix it. Pick up the P3 controller.
KO.
Alright. That is more correct. I guess it was just something about order of operations with regards to Boolean shit and Lua not being intuitively the way I expected it to be. So that's not terrible. Oh, one map again. XD. Alright. So that's working. So let's look at what needs to be fixed now. So we can move that music up a little bit more. So I think that'll, like, if we do it at 10, it should be fine. I think there is some issue that I may not be able to get around at all regarding Countdown 2 and music. Do we have anything else with regards to music that needs to fucking go in, or sounds for that matter? That isn't directly related to boss mode, or yeah, the team attack warning stuff I haven't re-implemented yet either. Mostly because I'm not even sure whether I want to do that in the same way. I think my ideal behavior for team attack stuff is for the system to take its best guess at whether the team attack was, like, a legitimate mistake from the attacking player, or the defending player, like, walking into something. And if it's a mistake from the attacking player, then it just redirects all the item effects onto the attacking player, and hopefully they'll get the fucking message. So I don't like the current warning, it's a little bit too loud. Not loud in terms of, like, volume, though it might be, but just, like, there's no polite way to inform people, hey, you suck at the video game. Have you considered not sucking at the video game? Alright, nothing in here looks, like, fucked up, right? Yeah, let me reduce a little bit of debug print here, by the way, and because one code path here will always run, so I don't need the fucking top line. In fact, I probably don't need this line at all anymore. So in 2 hours, I have successfully managed to get most of the audio side re-implemented, along with some thoughts about new features. Should I have a fucking minimum players for Fatals even being able to trigger? That's a fucking hardcode bug, by the way. I don't even think that's me.
Fatal KO.
Yeah, let me just add real quick, because this is a fairly straightforward thing, I think. I'll add a, should be, what is it, CV natural? No, CV unsigned, or, yeah, CV unsigned. FR _ min fatal. default value. We should probably at least, like, guarantee that there are 2 teams of 2 in the game. Minimum equals, like, 3. Max is 16. And not server.fr fatal, and fr underscore min fatal. That value is greater than or equal to active. Wow, what a fucking ugly... The formatting on this conditional might actually be the worst thing on the planet. That's amazing. Alright, so in default configuration now, it requires 4 players to trigger a fatal. So if P2 finishes first here. Yeah, that's a standard exit. The other players are permitted to finish in a standard way. Now wait just a minute here. Oh man. See, even simple stuff. Even fucking simple stuff. P3 ran out of time. Finished via detonate. So P3 had their state written here, but never had their exiting set? Huh. Do I need to set exiting explicitly in that case? We'll see if this fucking causes problems. We'll set exiting to 69 to let the hold handler take care of it for a bit. Figuring out when the fucking race is finished and when players need to leave is the worst thing ever in kart, by the way. If it hasn't already become, like, immediately obvious, it's, like, really fucking bad and terrible. Ow. Huh. So this time everybody's exiting is correct, but it's still not bailing out. It seems like all finishes never starting. Like, via detonate. Yeah, and their exiting gets set to 69 and then ticks down over the course of the next, like, 2 seconds or so until it's held at 3 correctly. And then... Okay. So this is maybe a little sketchy. What are we doing with count active here? No, that's correct. Oh my god, it's a case error. I think it's legitimately a case error. It's testing the wrong fucking var for whether a player has been marked by friend mod as ready to exit yet. How have I not run into problems with that until now? There's no way that's it. That makes no sense. If that's it, I should have run into problems with that like last week. Once again, imagine how terrible testing old friend mod was before this map, where I had to do a lap on Green Hill instead. Okay, so that's not it either. Oh my god, is it the opposite? The case is used inconsistently in a lot of places. Okay, so we'll standardize case on the whole file, and then see if the behavior changes or magically goes away. Man, camel case is a fuck. I'm never doing this again. Just because Lua is too dumb to handle a naming scheme that is, like, in any way complicated at all. Like, if you can ever mistype anything, this game's fucking Lua ecosystem, this game's Lua interpreter, will let you footgun yourself with it. There's no such thing as like, hey, that doesn't exist. Do you think you might want to look into that? Alright, still not running. Did I change something with regards to, like... Because finish timer isn't even running. So let's just add debug print to this. Failed, finished, check for team. Otherwise, server. Past, finish, check. So which side isn't finishing in this situation? I'm gonna replicate the specific case, so I'll finish with the fucking orange player first. Oh, I'll just add a quick CVAR to control this behavior that I've totally got completely controlled. It'll be fine. I totally understand all the side effects. Wait. Both teams are passing the finish check, but we're not entering the finish block? What the fuck? What did I do wrong? I must have done something very wrong. I swear to God, if it's this horrible white space, watch it literally only be that. Oh my God, I'm so prepared for it to be that. Hey, Fickle.
않아요. 가라! 지지 않아요.
Okay, it also wasn't that. Exit timer still isn't fucking... Hello? What the fuck? I don't fucking get it. Is there a scope issue? What the fuck did I do? Mismatched parens? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pick last. Did players for exit accomplish anything? I haven't even tried that yet. I looked at the documentation for it and it seems promising. Could open up a lot of stuff for me if I was able to actually control exit timing instead of just having to bail out before countdown 2 bails us out. But I haven't had the... I've been trying to get feature parity first. Okay. Time to do the obvious thing that I should have done like 20 minutes ago. Definitely gonna need to see if we're even making it to that check. If I did something... If I did some horrible tantric fuck. Oops, wrong controller. A rocket started with the wrong controller.
지지 않아요. 가라! 지지 않아요.
Okay, and we're now mysteriously not even hitting that line. What the fuck did I do? Ah! God damn it. I don't use fucking camel in CVARs because it's not like what the game does. No fucking wonder. Because it was only hitting this part of the conditional when the other parts were passing. Like, when the other parts were passing through. Fucking awesome, dude. Oh, I didn't... I'm a jackass and misread Laz's comment, so I didn't answer. So it doesn't mark errors or anything? I couldn't quite catch that remark. Yeah, there's very little in the way of, like, editor help when it comes to working with Bilua. It really doesn't give a shit about you, like, just in general. I'm picking up controllers at random off my desk, like, which one is player 2 again? Fuck, 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 fuck. I would color code them to, like, the players on screen. KO. Okay, so now this behavior has magically stopped even working because the fucking comparison is on the wrong direction. I have done this so many times. Pickle says, to be fair, that's just a Lua problem, or rather a dynamic language that doesn't require all variables to be defined beforehand problem. Yeah, nil in Lua just seems really fucking foot gun oriented. It's like, alright, here's nil. It destroys everything it fucking touches. Also, we're not gonna throw errors. Except in, like, the worst possible situations. I forgot I had that fucking macro here. right, so... Oh boy. So I think this is actually all correct now. I just need to, like, Control F music. Yeah, I think the silence at the start of KB losing, KB win is so fucking long that the 5-second countdown actually doesn't allow them to play at all. So that was all correct. I think this is now working pretty much as intended. And I can remove the fucking debug print from the finished checks here. I'll just comment it for now. Because even though I have a fucking switch for my debug prints, I still don't want my logs to be the worst fucking thing ever every single time. Fickle says, let's just let SRB2 load DLLs from WADs, then I can embed all my favorite viruses into Fickle Arts. Yeah, dude. You just... you join some random netgame server, and your PC literally just catches fire. Like, yeah, I trust SRB2 in that environment, especially considering I can add, like, one erroneous flag to a CVAR and bust my ass directly out of Lua. Very cool. I think it probably fucking null references or something if CV call is set, but there's no function available. Fickle says, I can do that with anything.
Hello.
Honestly, I fucking believe you too. Fickle says, no pointer D references. Hell yeah. Alright, so I think I have most of the sound stuff implemented for the functionality that I have implemented right now. What is missing? Let's add something to this list. Let's add team attack warning. So I kind of want to hijack hit feed and use it for team attack notifications instead of anything else, but it means I still have to be in the horrible fucking should spin vortex. I don't even want to touch those hooks. I literally just want to fuck off out of those hooks every single time. I don't want to deal with these. Pickle says, if you want to catch your PC on fire, I can send you kr_night and you can run it in software. Alright, try me. I've spent fucking 2.5 hours with Slate open today and accomplished nothing except, like, fixing a handful of case errors and adding music, so... fuck it, honestly. Hit me with that shit. Let's ask, are we showing this on stream? I mean, if the stream survives. Which it might. Honestly, I have no idea. Okay, I feel like I'm doing more work on this, but the number of features that I haven't added yet is getting larger instead of smaller. I think having free-for-all store position state might be the easiest thing. Because I think I can just have, I can have a separate think frame that runs regardless of whether Teams is on or off. That is writing state here. Also, now that I think about it, if random has suddenly started magically syncing to the power of miracles, I probably don't need to add fudge factor to the CVAR's written state. I can probably add it during team assignment. Please load from the command prompt. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. SRB2 kart. File. Personal slash. What is the fucking file name? kr_night.wad.
Speed up.
Alright, and then I'm just gonna level. Shit, it's dark. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, my PC is having the fucking big struggle right now with this. I don't know where shit is. Holy Lord.
Speed up.
Why would you do something like this? That fat 24 FPS, by the way. Out here trying to watch the center line. This is what driving to fucking Missouri was like. We drove like 700 miles in the poor... did I lap skip? I don't even know. I am now going backwards. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that. Okay, so... How the fuck did you do that? By the way. Just out of curiosity. I assume it only works in fucking, software. But, like, why does it need to be loaded from command prompt? Actually, kr_night.wad. Let's fucking pop this shit and slay it, if you don't mind. Is that another color table? What the fuck? There's a custom transparency map and the game doesn't reload those if an add-on replaces them. Oh my god. You see the neon purple area? I see a couple fucking graphics. Let's see. Darkness and lightness. Oh my god, no. Is that... No! This is slowly starting to make sense to me. And I fucking hate it. Oh my god. Okay, headlight piece. Oh god. I almost want to see what happens if you try to load this in OpenGL, but the answer is probably nothing, which isn't all that interesting. My fucking command prompt. Pickle says, yeah, it's just nothing. Unlucky. What a fucking cool final stage, by the way. Okay, so I don't know if the music behavior in this is actually going to work in the way that I think it's going to work. But it will probably be easier to debug. like, the fucking last place player music overriding shit is just Kart being a horrible fucking gremlin with sound resources and not letting me have any fun. But... Yo, how many people do we have here with, like, working Kart installations who can be asked to, like, play a game or two on this and see if the new behavior is actively lighting on fire or not? As us, do I count? I mean, you don't have to be able to play well. You just have to, like, try. Okay, so here's what's gonna go down. Go to dev, Control-C friendmod TE, underscore B4. And really quickly, I am going to slam this into my event server folder, which should make it available to everyone at home. SRB2 kart event, friendmod TE B4. Now we fucking Control-C the event server, which has been logging 1 line per frame for like a day and a half. Nice. Anyway, so just grab the files from kart event.moe and we'll see what happens. Tyrone-sama .moe 5069. Sliptide files don't need to be loaded this time. And of course it puts me onto fucking Bowser's Castle, by the way. Do I have, like, my password correctly configured here? There I go. There we go. Get me out of here. Uh-oh, timeout. What the fuck? Okay, stuff. Nice. I think I need to put a weight in between Skin Shadow and Skin Semp there. The mod will technically run and make sense with 3 players, but I usually like to have at least 4 for testing. Even though, like, I think it starts becoming fun at 6. People have expressed some complaints about, 4P teams basically guaranteeing whoever, what am I fucking talking about? Whoever finishes first, winning for their team. I think I also have team chants configured right now, which is why it put us into free-for-all. And even though I am interested in testing team-specific features, I think I'm gonna let it rock for the moment. I'm about to actually do that fucking, local patch Lua that swaps all of Shadow's assets out for Eve's so that I can play on vanilla servers with, the robot girl. Also, shoutouts to me still being ultraviolet. Whee! Rocket sneakers are the best fucking thing ever to have right now. Unfortunately, missed the cut by like 2 degrees. Bonk. Demon says, cart time? How full is room? I mean, this is all we got. Right now it's mod testing, though. These are probably not going to be real games for a bit. Like, I expect things to break as soon as Teams actually turns on. Oh yeah, this thing totally has Team Chance set because it's inheriting Sliptide settings because it's running from the same fucking folder. Cause I'm a huge jackass. Ah! I'm really confused about some interactions that are happening here. Holy shit! What the fuck was that ending? Alright, FR underscore team chance 100. Min players 4. And I might also, while I'm here, turn that shit up. I mean, we can go to battle to, like, verify that it doesn't break on battle courses. I think I have fucking, battle checks that bail out of all the relevant bits. Chris says, please help me, I'm having a lot of fun still with Mario Kart Tour. I hate how Mario Kart meets the Tony Hawk combo system had to be the fucking mobile game where you can't steer. I actually want to port those mechanics to like a single player mode in kart or something. See you later. Man, the short paddles on this controller actually feel really fucking good. Why did I fucking toss a Jaws for an item that's almost certainly going to be worse than a Jaws? I have brain worms. Alright, so what we're testing here is like fucking music and sound cues. That's the new stuff that I've added, so if any music is playing in situations where it shouldn't be, etc., etc. That's what I'm hoping to squash. Chris says, did they have other fun gimmick events that run like MKDS mission mode? I'm so mad they put so much fun in a mobile game. Yeah, dude, I actually played through like 12 or 13 cups before I realized that I was too frustrated with the fucking steering to go any further, but it seems like the game is actually, it has like a lot of good ideas. It's just that the control scheme is a fucking mess, and the monetization is a fucking mess. Alright, it's time to not get fataled.
Time to put this to rest. Time to put this to rest.
Alright, that's win music that's playing for me. I don't think that's correct. Get ready for fucking console print. It feels so lame to be roping people into testing a fucking mod that's literally just like, hey, it's this mod you've been playing for months, except it has less features. But every time I open up old friend mod code, I want to fucking die, so I absolutely had to fucking... Oh, right, debug mode fucking gives us 99 rocket sneakers. I should probably make this a separate parameter. Does give me a good chance to test the fucking item overheads. I'll definitely see if they're rotating now.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
I'm waiting to somehow like checkpoint miss or something here. Naturally, Laz is fucking gone. See ya later. Ah! Here we go. Result screen seems to be working correctly. That's also a new thing. And then we just got no fucking music, which is interesting. I wonder if it ran at all. Why the fuck am I doing this when I could just be like looking through the actual log instead? Wait. Did I actually never even implement the fucking second layer of the music shit? I mean, I guess that's fine. Nice. Oh my god, I don't have my items now. Awesome. Oh no. Jesus Christ, who could have predicted this tragedy? Alright, well we might get to test fucking fatal conditions now. Considering everybody who kept their fucking sneakers is actually 10 miles ahead now. Yeah, I'm gonna split that debug functionality into 2 CFARs. So I can actually have debug print and test games without fucking ruining everything.
Time to put this to rest. Time to put this to rest. Time to put this to rest.
Oh, great. Fearing that grow really strongly, to be honest, right now.
Time to put this to rest. Time to put this to rest.
It says monetization is ridiculous, but I don't ever really feel like I have to pay money, TBH. Except for the fact that the gold pass gives you so many rewards. Yeah. It's just like the fact that so much of scoring is determined by whether you're frenzy eligible or not. It leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. Like, oh, you're playing a character that can roll Mushroom Frenzy. Here is a free 3,000 points. Bruh. Please help me. Should be fatal here.
I told you, I'm the ultimate.
In just a second.
Fatal KO.
Okay, so that transition at least works. Alright, so before I fucking do anything else, I'm gonna split that debug functionality into 2 CVARs. Fuck. I think everything I actually implemented so far is probably working. Debug sneakers. Let's fucking scroll all the way down here. Nice. AJ, was that your background for your home screen on your computer? That isn't my desktop background. That's just a stream background for now. What I'm using on my PC is currently this. Since somebody fucking posted a bunch of upscaled loading screen art from FF14. And I'm like, hell yeah. Used to be just a solid color. Alright, so let's... FR underscore debug on, FR underscore debug sneakers on. So we play KB win and KB lose, but then we need to do like the last frame wacko music, I think. I don't think there's any Carowin. Yeah, I don't do anything with Carowin yet here. There's no reference to the KR audio at all. So that should be in Wrap It Up, right? Did I remove that from Wrap It Up incorrectly? Was it? Yeah, that was supposed to be there. Alright, local function, maybe change music. So what does the fucking call look like here? Yeah. If not, actually, if server.fr fatal, then return end s underscore change music song true. Maybe change music KR win. B. On ties, I think I should play Carowin as well, just because fuck it. This is the weirdest fucking final stage theme. Okay, so we're done with the Death Smiles soundtrack for now, because I think the rest of it is like the ending theme and then fucking voice collections. But with those fucking CVARs actually like correctly separated, maybe I can really quickly upload a fixed version here. Underscore B5. Slam that into the event server. Reopen a shell as root because I'm an irresponsible fuck. Control C. Alright, new version is running if anyone wants to waste even more time. You should be able to turn FR underscore debug on without fucking giving us the rocket sneaker curse. Thank God. Pickle says I was busy giving myself RSI for mashing the item button. Whoa, that was an interesting texture corruption. Whoa! The fuck? Can't tell whether I accidentally hit my game capture hotkey, or we have found entirely new weird renderer behavior. FR underscore min players. Or Fickle says it looks super like a game capture thing. I'll bet you're right. Yeah, it's totally being game captured. Alright, fuck out of here. Capture specific window. We'll relaunch. Porter says, imagine Twitch saying I'm not following anyone and then the Twitch app doesn't have a setting to turn on dark theme. I swear to fuck. Okay, Porter, I'm gonna blow your mind for a second, right? Shake your phone. I swear to God, I'm not trolling you. Honest to God, this is not trolling. It's not on my phone, it's the desktop app. Okay, well that's your own fucking fault. I don't see any reason to use the Twitch desktop app. Yeah, I agree with Fickle's suggestion. Shake your monitor. See, if anybody else wants to play some more actual games, welcome to join up. I don't know how many people are still, like, actually about. That last game was an absolute shitfest, so y'all are just getting some rest. I feel that. Chase says, I bet you're using vanilla Twitch too. Acting like testing your buggy hacks isn't real gaming. It is the most real gaming. I actually really feel the shadow stat block. It's just super fucking easy to drive while not feeling like it has any meaningful material weaknesses. The glass will from mod TE support combi. If you want to work out what the fuck that would mean, absolutely. Because that sounds hilarious. So hear me out, all right? The entire team is combied together.
The ultimate.
Oh no. Just a horrible amorphous blob. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna put that functionality in my half of the shit, but if it would be, like, meaningfully not terrible for you to add, like, whatever you need me to expose to make sure that you have access to it, I can totally fucking do that. I'll give you raw set shit, I'll give you documentation on the player struct. Alright, we have 3. The mod will technically run at 3. Personally, I'd like to wait for a 4th.
I don't think so.
Bye! Michael says, actually, I've literally considered adding Hell Combi mode that just re-implements base SRB2 combi. So, because I'm one of those fucking new school kart bandwagoners, I don't know shit about what vanilla combi was. There was someone hosting the base SRB2 combi I thought in kart before. It's on an entirely different level. Vanilla combi is everyone is tethered? Oh my god. That's amazing. Everyone tethered together with no other changes. Jay says, TBH, I can't stand low boost rate characters personally. I think Shadow has enough sparks to be able to, like, trivially get blues on everything that matters, and reds on everything where any character would benefit from a red. That's kind of like where it feels. And then you have, like, the Vector and Mighty blocks where it's like, hey, I'm less flexible, but in exchange, my sparks are high enough that on a lot of common turn types, I will get red, where lighter characters will only get blue. Oh, fuck this. Oh my god, Ez is still on lap 1. I mean, with 250 ping, I'm not exactly fucking surprised. Actually a heroic legend for even trying. But yeah, Fade, if you want to get in, exclam card event will give you the server IP and port, and then also a link to the page that's currently hosting the development version of the add-on. That message is super wrong, by the way. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to have the slip-side files, although having them won't be a problem. Pickle says, I'm dummy. Did you change the file? I hope I did. Hold on. Yep, B5. Yeah, just uploaded a new version with actual, like, working post-race music and separating the debug rocket sneaker functionality from debug print. Oh, suffering. Me too! Not literally, but in spirit. Also, I need more palette suggestions. I need, like, a lot more palette suggestions. That is a lot of randoms. I'm very afraid. Alright, _min players 4, FR team chance 100. Oh, it's because I'm not fucking elevated. FR min players 4, FR team chance 100. And then there. I think this is decent for contrast. Obviously, relying on color in this game is really fucking spotty because not only do you have to, like, deal with color vision deficiencies, but, there's also the matter of people who make custom characters that don't really color in what? You ever get it so wrong that you become a guided missile? Great. I tried to assassinate and everything went wrong.
Time to put this to rest.
We're so fucked. Chase says you should just use the Splatoon colors. I see those were made to work well with colorblind people. Well, first, Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 use different fucking sets of palettes. And the SRB2 palette often doesn't have a clear analog for, like, either of them. Because one big fucking thing that Splatoon is able to get away with is that it's literally one fucking solid color. It's not a palette with, like, shades and ranges and fucking shit. It's like the other aspects of Splatoon's visual design are honestly pulling so much more weight than the fucking colors. So why did I just fly backwards? You were power bombed by a fucking wrong drifting Australian. It was awesome. $240 ping. I'm camping boxes for extra challenge. Please no. I'm glad I had 50 MS ping to the server. Dallas seems to be a pretty agreeable fucking location for, like, almost everyone in the continental US. I think EU obviously has an easier time connecting to East, and we're currently majorly lacking in servers in fucking South America or anywhere near Australia, sadly. He says, I mean, Houston is a 4-hour drive, good ping. Yeah. What sucks is that if I, like, actually ping my server, like, if I go to command prompt, I get 16 ms. But, like, when I'm playing kart, I get, like, anywhere from 55 to 82.
Here we go.
I don't fucking understand what's going on there. I see that fucking vertical. Don't think I don't know what the fuck is up. Oh no. Wrong drifted and almost ruined my fucking... These are moments I wish I had also added horn mod. That was a bit of a long shot. Bonk.
I don't think so.
No! I'm so sorry.
I don't think so.
Whee!
That was pathetic.
The ultimate.
That was pathetic.
That last item really an SPB. Of course, always. Always. I think that was an early cut. Maybe. Let me fucking grab the log really quickly and see, like, what the exiting conditions were there. No, I think that was correct timing. It's just the music makes it feel a little cramped, I think. Fickle says, ping in this game is calculated in game ticks averaged over a second. Oh my god. Netcode may, I'm not sure, may only update at 35.71 FPS. Meaning, like, the rounding error 35 FPS. Yeah, I'm starting to feel what people were getting at regarding, like, randomized team colors actually being pretty important for variety. I should have banked off the wall, not fast enough. Totally screwed up my drift sequence, too. No! Fuck this! Life is pain! Jay says, I really want the unlimited frame rate mod to get some more support. God, it's so good playing at 60 FPS. Oh, it's even better playing at 144, but like... Interp is kind of just a band-aid. It's like a really important band-aid for me. Because I have fucking, motion sickness issues at low frame rates. So I can't play as much cards as I'd like at 35. But... what would be way more impactful is, like, just getting the game running at a native 70 or something. Because that affects control responsiveness as well.
spin.
The ultimate.
That was pathetic.
So right now, the current behavior, if you time out, like if you aren't able to finish, is that you score 0. People have expressed some misgivings about this. It effectively just like randomly removes points from the game, like that. Right now, the behavior's like that because there's no guarantee at any particular point that I can actually trust kart stuff K underscore position. And it's way more reliable, like figuring out if it's about figuring out who's actually in front of somebody else, using their finish time is infinitely more reliable than trusting like checkpoints to be in a good state at that time. Pickle says the only problem with 70 FPS card is that it would double the network bandwidth requirements, and this game already hammers connections bad enough. Is it super rough? Like, that's one thing that I've never heard about the netcode, is that it, like, saturates weak connections. But it wouldn't surprise me, because everything about this ecosystem seems to be dealing with nonsense. Chris says, I think I can only play this on Hitbox, but I also have not kept up in skill for this game. Yeah, people have been fucking labbing, dude. People have been getting good. Okay, so you could check right now and see how much bandwidth it actually takes. Yeah. I don't like the bottom route, so I'm just gonna fucking skip it. I'm being respectful. Look at how respectful I'm being. Big miss. I still haven't tried fucking software dynamic resolution. I want to try it and see how it looks. Software is another one of those things where, like, I have fucking motion issues while using it, but I am genuinely curious. Because one of the other things that was blocking me from using software for a long time, before I identified that it was the fucking warped perspective that was causing me problems, was the fact that running at full resolution on certain maps would, like, consistently drop me to 29. Because I am CPU bound on this machine. It's not like a weak CPU by any means. It's an i7-4790, but it's not really up to date either. I think the dream for kart netcode is for something that actually, like, doesn't depend on you being in perfect lockstep with the game. But this literally means writing new netcode. Like, it would just have to be something that's completely new. You cannot, like, convert a lockstep system to an asynchronous system without basically rewriting all of it.
I don't think so. I told you, I'm the ultimate.
Well done. Gun buddy! Incoming winner? Incoming winner. Okay, that definitely feels like an early out. I'm not sure if it actually is. I'll have to fucking check later. Actually, wait, I'm literally drawing the fucking exit timer on the screen. Look down at the screen at the debug overlay that you wrote so you can look at it. Fuck. Shay says, OpenGL does that for me on that map with the Rivals of Aether theme. It chugs hard, no idea why. Try running OpenGL from James's bird mod. or like either of the uncapped builds that are going around, either the uncapped port or F-Cart, I think are both tracking very close to master, and still they'll have the double block barrier fix in it. The TLDR is that there's like a culling technique used by certain mappers to prevent the entire fucking level from being rendered at once when it doesn't need to be. And OpenGL, for whatever reason, really doesn't like the technique. Shay says, I have not run F-Cart in OpenGL yet. Give it a shot. It should dramatically improve performance on, well, the really easy way to test is to go to Crystal Abyss, map H0. And you'll notice that it is, like, magically actually playable in OpenGL. Oh, man, this looks pretty bad. Bonk. Oh, I'm in first now for some reason. Okay. It is up to me to save the world. I probably shouldn't have blown that banana. I'm fucking defenseless now. There it is. No! You're not even holding. It's like getting somebody's reticle through like a billion walls or something. I did my best.
Can't complain.
You are one pathetic creature.
Brain's just turned off that race. I think Kart Airlines does that to you. Galaxy Brain throwing the SPB at your teammate. Nah, see, the strat is you get into second place and then throw the SPB at your teammate who is in first. And then you two both trade off SPB rush and like super front run. Shay says map F0, right? Map H0. So the whole command would be map H0, I believe. So color restoration seems to be working. Thank fucking God! What a miracle. What a thrill. Jay says, holy fuck, Crystal Abyss is running at 45 frames. Yeah, and there you go. Literally easy clap. That fix has been in master for ages. I forget who is responsible for it, but every day I thank God that they exist. Bonk. Bonk. Hey, I successfully sandbagged triple shoes. Time to literally just objectively be ahead. Just gotta hit the angle. Yes! Honeybee Industry. I actually love that fucking sequence. I hope it is never fixed. H. Woo! Scared? I didn't actually fucking grab a new item. I'm not gonna be able to outside drift far enough for that. What the fuck? Huh? It wasn't just me, right? Y'all saw that?
Time to put this to rest.
I got that too. Huh. That's really strange.
I don't think so.
It can't, like, be the script, right? What the fuck would I be doing in the script to cause that?
Here it comes.
Okay, so Fickle died. May or may not be related.
My target. I'm the ultimate.
Kind of strange so far.
Can't complain.
So Chris got the weird fucking time skip freeze as well. That's really worrying, because if it's not just me, then it means it's fucking either the server or the script. Also, maybe I should... maybe I should add some kind of protection for, like, if somebody on your team finishes and then leaves, it should probably still count their points. Yeah, so the exit timer's working correctly. It's just that it's really fucking fast considering the sound cue that's being used. Maybe I'll actually, instead of using the battle mode cues, I'll do my own. H. On it. Done. Easy. Good night, Les. Actually, I want to test something here, so I'm going to spec. Looking for some place where allied boxes are visible. Because right now, if I do FR_tournament mode on, then an enemy finally comes into view here. Hey, stop being good at front running. I am authenticated, right? Let's see. I need some place where, like, people are actually interacting and playing the goddamn video game. Yeah, okay, so that's working. And if I do FR tournament mode off, it disappears just as quickly. Oh my god. Music obviously won't work for me here, but, you know. Actually, if I rapidly switch perspectives, it seems like the fucking overhead, one frame overhead flash issue isn't recurring. Yeah, not a trace of it. Also, people are really fucking spread out. Holy shit. Oh dear. Oh no.
Here we go.
Mode off. The SPB stopped. What? There's still that one frame flash of the team information being incorrect, but I think I'm okay with that. Alright, I think this is my last for the night. I think all of the added features are currently working. I think next time I return to this, I'll probably have to investigate players for exit to see if I can extend post-race a little more. Because with sounds implemented, 5 seconds is starting to feel really fucking cramped as the exit timer. Nope. I also think this palette works way better than I thought it was going to because of the huge value difference, even if hues are pretty similar. There you go. Making great strides for Team Flight right now. Scary. Very scary. Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Okay, so that was a ping spike for me. That wasn't like script execution hanging, I think. I don't know. Fickle's not very impressed with my Orbinaut. Oh, good. Well, here's my fucking karma. Now I have to survive the spiral. No, not the banana! Not actually like this. You're kidding me.
Can't complain.
Oh my god.
Wait for me. Maria.
Unbelievable. Undone by the spoob and a banana. Alright, so we're getting the fuck out of here. And... oh, man. Okay, so let me add this before I forget. Look into players for exit to restore old variable timer stuff instead of getting fucked relentlessly by countdown 2. Alright. And Fickle says that was my banana. Smiley face. Fuck. You win this time. And probably in the future. Fuck.